Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and good morning to my students. Welcome to my channel Mathsnatic. So we have touched chapter number 5 and we have already done the preface of it. And the name of the chapter is Fraction and Standard Forms. Yes, Fraction and Standard Forms. And I have told you about equivalent fractions, percentages, and decimal fractions. These all things we have already covered. Now, today I am going to demonstrate to you exercise 5.1 and maybe 5.2 as well, because we have some time, and today I'll try to finish the exercise in quite a while. Uh, for my students who are new to my channel, can see that this book is being studied uh, for the past few months. This is Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Core and Extended Course Book, second edition, written by Caris Morrison and Nick Hamshaw. So uh, today we are going to solve exercise number 5.1, and we are going to start it with part A. Now we have No, so what we have is, by multiplying or divide both numerator and denominator by same numbers, find three equivalent fractions for each of the following. Now we have to find the equivalent fractions. For A is 5 divided by 9. 5 divided by 9. We have to find the equivalent fraction for this fraction. So we can either multiply it or divide it. So it is very easy to multiply it. So multiplying it with 2, we will get 10 and 18. You see that the parent fraction will remain the same. Parent fraction will remain the same. If you just simplify this, we'll get the same answer. So if I keep on multiplying and dividing it with the next numbers, we'll get 15 and 27. So again, the parent fraction remains the same. Similarly, the fourth and the last is 4 and 20 and 36. Okay, now this is our complete solution for our first question. Now for the C, what about C? C is 12 upon 18. I think it is 12 upon 18. So, my dear students, you see that both the numbers, I told you the test of divisibility, we can divide it. We can divide it with 3. We can divide it with 3. We will either divide or you can multiply, because the option is given in the question. So dividing this by 3, okay, we will get both are 3. In fact, how we do it? We do it like this, multiplying 3 by 3. In fact, this 3, the which I have pointed out is will come over here. So it is very easy that we just do it like this, and it will become 4 upon 6. You see that the parent fraction will remain the same. Now for the second, you can also do it dividing it with 2. Dividing it with 2, you will get this. Now in the last, you will get 6 upon 9, and the last maybe is 6 upon 6. That is equal to 3. that is 2 upon 3. So, my dear students, you see that the parent fractions remain the same. This was the parent fraction and these are the offspring fractions. So, these are one and the same, and therefore these are called, what are they called? Equivalent fraction. Now, this question can also be done like this because we have the option of doing it. Yes, we can do it like this. 24 and 36. This is again equivalent fraction, and multiplying it with 3 and so forth, we can do it like this also. So it is up to you that how you solve it. Now, question number DE. Let me do another question, and that is E. E is 110 divided by 128. You see, again, we have come to very big number. Now these are almost big numbers. So by multiplying it, we'll get more bigger number. By multiplying it, we'll get more bigger number. Therefore, what we do, what will be our option? What will be our option to select is to divide the both number with a suitable number. We'll divide it by 2. Okay, we'll divide it by 2. You just see that when we just divide and multiply it with by 2, what is the net result of this fraction? What is the net result of this fraction? It is 1. It is again 1. It is again 1. And similarly, here you can see that it is again 1, 1 and 1. So, we are doing nothing. We are doing nothing, but we are doing it purposely. We have to find the equivalent fractions. So let me do question number E, and that is 110 divided by 128. So it is a very large number as compared to these two numbers. This is very large number. We can also divide it, we can also multiply it, but you see it is only divisible by 2. So rather going for the division, I go for the multiplication. So it will become 220 divided by, well, computer people know that what is meant by this and this. So for 3, you can also do it with 3. 3 and 3, it will become 330 divided by 384, and similarly for 4, it is 440 divided by 512. Okay, so first question is completed. Rest of two parts you can do it by yourself. Now question number 2. Express each of the following fraction in its simplest form. In its, when it is set that to simplest form, then we have to divide it rather for multiplying it. So let me erase the table. Question number 2. Now we have to bring these fractions into its simplest form. The first is a 7 upon 21. You see both of the are divisible by 7. Both of the number are divisible by 7. So what we will do? We will divide it by 7 like this. Now 7, it will become 1 divided by 3. It is very simple. Now there cannot be so simple question than this. Just divide this by 7, this by 7. Or there is another thing, we say that direct 7 1 times 7 and 7 3 times. So uh, both the methods are valid. So you can do it as you like. D, B and C are the same. 15 upon 25 Now you see both of the number are divisible by 5. Both of the number are divisible by 5. So you can do it with 5. Rather, you can do it like this or you can do it like this. So it will become 5 3 times 15 and 5 5 times. Or you can do it like this. 5 3 times and 5 5 times. And now part G. And part G, I'm not going through all of the parts because it is not worth to do all the parts. These are very easy. 108 divided by 360. Now you can see that the figure, this digit 108 is divisible by 3. Now this is also divisible by 3 because if I just add them, it will become 9 and it's also become 9. So it is divisible by 3. So 3 times, so 3 times 9, 1 came out of it, and 3 6 times 18. 3 1, 3 2, 3 0. Again it is divisible by 3. Okay, 3 1 times, 3 2 times, and 3 4 times and 0. Now it is not divisible by 3 anymore. It is 12 upon 40. In the last, you see that it is not divisible by 2, 6 upon 20 or 3 upon 10 is the answer. 3 upon 10 is the answer. Question exercise 5.2 is over. So we will be doing exercise 5.2 now. Similarly, it is very easy. Let me do question number 1, part A. Now, part A says evaluate each of the following. Evaluate each of the following. Now, this is given. Now, this is given 5 by 9. So, it is very easy. As contrary to addition or subtraction, you can directly multiply this with this with this, or you can even divide this with this and this with this. If a question will come, I'll tell you how to simplify before going into the multiplication. So it is not possible to simplify it more. So we'll go for the direct multiplication. 2 5 times 10 and 3 9 times 27. So it is the simplest form we can have it now. Now question number 1, part C. Now you see that just as I told you, if it is soluble, then we will, yes, you can do it like this. You see that we have simplified this 8 with this 4. This is valid and this is allowed. So we come up with only this one. And if we go for the direct multiplication, it will become 8 divided by 36. 8 divided by 36. Now, by evaluating, this answer will appear. But by simplifying, this answer will appear. So, let's see what book has done now. Yes, this answer is correct. Because we have to simplify it. And according to BODMAS, we have to divide it first. We have to divide it first, then go for the multiplication. Then go for the multiplication. Now, another question. Yes, part D. Part D is 2 divided by 7 and 14 upon 16. Now, these two are not divisible, but these are divisible by a number, and that is 2. Now this is 7. 2 7 times 14 and 2 8 times, and 2 8 times 16. Yes, we on the rough you can do it like this. This is going like this. But the easy way, there is a common in between them. 2 7 times 14, 2 8 times 16, and you see that this 7 and this 7 are again being divided, so it will 7 1 times 7, 7 1 times 7, 7 2 1 times 4, 2 1 times 2, and 2 4 times 8, 2 4 times 8. And what are we left with is only 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 4 is 4. So we are left with only 1 upon 4. So this is the way how we do the questions. Now question number 2. These are again evaluate the following. So question number 2 part A. 50 divided by 128. 50 divided by 128, that is being multiplied with 256. 256 divided by 500. Now you see that all of the digits, all of the numbers are divisible by 2. But doing it with 2 will go from here to here. Will spoil our whole page. And yet there is chance of error. You see that first of all, what will we do? We'll cross the zeros, the possible zeros. So we'll cross the possible zeros. Now this 0, okay. Now you see that this is only 5 left and this is 50 left. So 5 1 times 5 and 5 10 times 50. 5 1 times 5 and 5 10 times 50. And if you let the 0 remain with it, so it is again 50 1 times 50 and 50 10 times 500. Now this and this figure are very familiar to you when you use your computer, when you study computer. This is whole with 1 and this is with 2. 128 1 times 1 and 2 128 2 times 256. If you cannot do it, you can do it with 4, you can do it with 2. Whatsoever you want to apply, you can apply 2 or you can apply 4. For example, you don't know that this is divisible, that this is divisible and this is divisible by each other. You go with 4. 4 3 times and 4 2 times. 4 3 times 12 and 4 2 times 4 2 times 8 and 4 6 times 4 6 times 24 and 4 4 times and 4 4 times 16. 4 4 times 16. Again you can see that it is divisible with 4. 4 8 times 32 and 4 1 times and 4 16 times and 4 16 times 64. Again, well, it is very easy now. You can do it like this. You see that 1 and 2 again appear on the board. So the net result is 1 times 2 is 2, and what is left over here? 10. But still it is divisible. Still it is divisible. So you see 1 times and 5 times. So the net result is 1 upon 5. 1 upon 5 of this total fractions. So there are some mixed number coming up. Let me do the mixed numbers. Let me do part C. Now, part C is 227 multiplied by 7.8. Now, you have to make this mixed fraction into improper fraction first. We have to make this fraction into an improper fraction. It is very simple. As I told you in my previous lecture, what we will do, we will multiply this 7 with this whole number. Denominator with the whole number. It will become 14. 7 multiplied by 2 and add the numerator 2 and divide it with the the same number 7 and 7. Okay, it will remain as it is. No, you are not doing this thing. You are not doing this thing anymore. You will do it in your mind and just write it like this. 7 2 times 14. 14 plus 2 is 16. 16 divided by 7. And then you will do it like this. Okay. Now you see that 7 is crossing this 7 and 8 is crossing this crest. And the net result is 2 1 times 2 only. The answer is 2. Now in board mass, there was O and it is for off. Rest of the things you have already tried, but off has come for the first time. 4 upon 5. In this question is D. Question number 2, part D. 4 upon 5 of 3 whole 2 7. 4 upon 5 of 3 whole 2.7. So don't just worry where this off has come from. 7 3 times 21, 21 2, 21 add to 23 upon 7. Now this off is in fact multiplication. This off is in fact multiplication, and what will we do? 4 upon 5 multiplied by 23 upon 7. Now you see that this is not divisible anywhere. So it will become 4 3 times 12, 4 3 times 12, 4 2 times 8 and 9, and 535. Now this is a valid answer for this one. But if you want to bring it into whole numbers, what will we do? We'll just divide it like this. 35 2 times 70, and it is 22. And what I told you, first write the quotient over here, then whatsoever was the denominator and the remainder over here. Now these both answers are valid. Now if you just go it from here, 35 2 times 70 and 20 add 22, it will become 92 upon 35. So it is very easy. One more question I am going to do it for you is question number E, that is 113 of 24 of 24. So it is 3 1 are 3 and 4, 4 upon 3 of 24 of 24. Now this is divisible by this. 3 8s are 24. 3, 8 are 24, and the answer is 32. Answer is 32. Last question. One more question and then we'll be signing off. H is 723 multiplied by 10 1 2, 10 and a half. Okay. Now this is 7 whole 2 upon 3, 10 whole 1 upon 2. So what did we do? 3 7 times 21, 21, 22 and 23 upon 3 multiplied by 20 and 21 upon 2. 2 10 times 20 plus 1 21 divided by 2, 3 7 times 21 and 21 plus 2 is 23. So you see that only one thing is divisible. Now this is not divisible with this, but this is divisible with this. It will become 7. So now this is not divisible by this, this is not divisible by this. So what is the answer? 3 7 times. This is 7. 7 3 times 21, 7 3 times 21, 7 2 times 14 and 16. It will become 16 upon 161 upon 2. Now to bring it in this form, so what will become? So you see it became 2 8 2 8 times 16 and 1 is carried down, 1 is carried down. Now this is not divisible, so we multiply it with 0. So 2 0 times 0, it becomes 1. And now put a point over here. If no, you don't want to put a point over here, we'll just do it like this. 80 whole 80 whole 1 upon 2, 80 whole 1 upon 2. If you just divide it, multiply 160 161 upon 2. So my dear students, let me sign off now because time is already over. So we'll be seeing you in addition and subtracting of the fractions in our next lecture. So till then, it's time to say you goodbye. Allah Hafiz. But don't forget to subscribe me and push the bell button. Bye.